Hi, I'm a weary traveller. I've come searching for room and board. I came by donkey with a baby who hasn't been born yet and is secretly God. Huh? That's actually my wife. No, it's not mine, no. Well, I don't think that's any of your business, thank you very much, but no, we haven't actually done any of that stuff yet, no. Oh, yeah, in my younger days, yeah. Well, yeah, of course I trust her. Huh? What? Oh. Them, yeah. Hi, guys. Yeah, Clarke. What are you? Right. Shepherds. Okay. No, they're not with me. I barely afford to. What? What? Really? Wow! Big time! 3 kings are on the way, and they're bringing gold! Let's go! Hello, America. Stop sending people into space. There's nothing up there but everything. Have you seen this? Anyone? Have you seen this? They've sent a Brit up into space. I wonder what Nigel Mansell would think of that. Do elves have tiny dreams? Improv.
You didn't want me to take a spaceship taxi cab, but I was too drunk to pilot my own spaceship. You wanted me to go back to your desert planet, but there was not enough oxygen for humans. Don't try and pressure me into making love to an alien. I just want to go back to my penthouse apartment in Coruscant. And I'd really like to own a lightsaber, but I think it would be too dangerous.
Wow, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Blade.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
I'm having the time of my life. But we should probably talk about the Christmas party we had.
Yeah.
Which was pretty crazy. Started off in the conservatory, and then I said, let's get in the attic. And we got in the attic, there was no lights, and it was very dusty. Blade had quite a severe asthma attack. But it was really funny, because I thought you were having me on. But you really weren't, Blade, were you? You really weren't.
No, it's really serious, but sometimes I have you on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, given. That's a given. Sometimes you have me with a couple of guys. But it was pretty serious towards the end, and your lips went blue. It was weird.
Yeah.
And it did make me think, some people would not survive in the wild.
No, but that's...
Yeah, if we were cavemen, Blade, I would be holding my son on the edge of the rock, king of the Serengeti. And you would be dead, Blade.
No, because you need, like, people that would...
Let's move on. The film we are reviewing tonight is a brand spanking new sci-fi from the mind of Jewish magician J.J. Abraham. This film is hot off the press, The print is still dripping wet, much like the belly button of toy maker George Vulcan, who originally came up with the concept of the Death Star because he was crap at drawing anything other than circles. Harrison Ford of Working Girl reprises his role as bear tamer and cheeky pickpocket, Han or Handsome Solo. They've also added kids, none of which I've ever seen before, and a little robot who is a circle.
Who are you?
I'm no one.
I was raised to do one thing. But I've got nothing to fight for.
Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it. The dark side. A Jedi. They're real.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
The film we are reviewing tonight is Star Wars The Force Awakens, and we are joined by film expert Liam Blundell. Good evening.
Good evening, thanks for having me.
And John Butler, who is the spokesperson for fracking. John, good to be with you again.
Thanks.
I think we should start off with our sort of history with Star Wars.
Yeah, I love the original films.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, I grew up being, like most kids, obsessed with Star Wars. We had all the little figures. You traded them at school. Watched them back to back. I watched the Ewok movies. I watched the droid cartoons when I was younger. They didn't come with me through my teenage years. And then I would actually say, personally, people might get very angry. When the Lord of the Rings films came out, I just thought they swept them aside a little bit for me. I would say that's my trilogy, if you will. Liam?
Like yourself, I agree with the Lord of the Rings comment, but like John, I watched the first trilogy as a child, and yeah, they're good films, I like them, but are they this holy, godlike trilogy? To me, no. But that's not saying they're not.
I need to get myself out of that bracket right away because I do prefer Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Liam's gone big. Liam's gone big soon.
I'm up in the ante, yeah.
Whereas, yeah, I would say I'm not quite. I think the original trilogy does hold some kind of magic, and I don't know if it is a childhood thing. But
Yeah,
there's a place for them, and they did a lot. I mean, the sequels, you can chuck them out with the dishwater. They're absolute shite.
They failed in every aspect.
Yeah.
With the prequels.
They're
Let's start with that. We all know that.
They look like soap operas, and they're about as good as the Wing Commander cutscenes, if
Yeah,
not
but those
worse.
are all right.
Yeah.
There's
Well, you're defending Wing Commander. Okay.
Welcome aboard, old friend. You're looking fine and fit. Does this war agree with you?
Yeah, like a pair of busted wing flaps.
Until this time code. Spoilers. John, coming out of the cinema, what did you think?
I went in wanting to really like it and love it, and I thought it was all right. Pretty good. It lost me and then brought me back, that sort of thing. So there was segments of it I thought, okay, because it followed the first Star Wars film almost beat by beat, I thought.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, it was, it rhymes, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't offend me or anything, it's just, it's almost like.
Put that on the poster.
Well, I was slightly confused as to what he was trying to do, because I thought it was going to be this going back to the analog effects and all this kind of thing, and then there wasn't enough of that. There was a lot of the kind of. They were really
but
nice. Overall, I liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't
Liam?
blow my mind.
As a first go-to thought when I left the cinema, I felt fulfilled as a cinema experience. It was enjoyable. It was fun. It was easy to watch, and it was a nice little simple runtime, which I love.
Some of the special effects, why they did that, especially Andy Serkis as that, which I thought he was a giant.
Who?
He was Snoke. So he was the emperor.
The big
new
emperor. That was that?
Yeah,
Oh, that
was
was
Andy Serkis.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that. I just thought it was unexpressive.
why
and I
does,
just thought, why just put Andy Serkis in a fucking robe?
I would love to see more of Andy Serkis.
Like,
I think
shave his head.
He has an
put him in a
evil
robe.
face.
Yeah.
Can we see more of that evil face?
I'm not willing to wait to see the big confrontation with that character.
No, I do not care at
no.
all. So, initial reactions, I think we're all pretty much on the same page of just like, yeah, fine, it was good. I'm glad that it wasn't a terrible movie. That you could definitely feel behind the camera kind of a real love for the film. And there was talent, like, on show. But again, it's never going to be in the same league as the, say, original Star Wars trilogy, the original Lord of the Rings trilogy.
The Bourne trilogy.
That's just for me, yeah, the Bourne trilogy is in one of the best. It's up there in that company of the best trilogies ever.
So
made.
Liam, okay, let's get this off our chest. The Bourne trilogy. Where are you rating that for you? Where does that come?
Okay, the Lord of the Rings trilogy is my number one.
Right.
The Godfather trilogy.
Porky's?
I'm a huge Porky's fan. Okay. I used to have them all on VHS.
That's solid.
I would say the Bourne trilogy could even be a third. They're just great films. And the first one's great, the second one's better than the first, and the third's better than all of them.
We start off with that Poe faced bastard. No, what's his name? Poe. His name? Yeah, Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron.
Oh,
yeah,
you
we
mean
start
like
off with him on that planet with.
He's,
the Han Solo-ish.
He's not though, is he? He's like he's this thick. The character. It's just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Oscar Isaac.
He's a decent actor.
He can sell that. He was underused. He was really underused.
I don't think there was a part for him to play.
He's got a mouth on him. He's got a bit of a mouth on him.
There is that planet with that guy from that Johnny Depp film with all the crazy, spooky...
Parts of the Caribbean?
Yeah. No. No, what is it, the Sixth Gate or something like that?
The Ninth Gate.
Ninth Gate.
Polanski film.
Yeah, that guy. He's the guy who at the start, he's from that. He's a bad guy. Well, no, it doesn't matter.
Oh, the guy who I thought was Christopher Plummer. That guy.
Yeah. Okay, so it starts off with him and then we...
It's the same thing, though, that he puts these important plans inside of a droid.
Yeah, and it starts that way. Yeah. And it's just,
I thought the same thing as well. I was like, oh, don't do that.
I don't think it was, like, cynical or anything, but it's...
No, it was more just pointless.
Are you saying Command's hiding something from us?
Well, I can't say for sure, Colonel. But if you want the straight dope around here, you check in with Radio Rollins.
So we have that, the action sequence at the start. And what was refreshing about that stuff was that there was real things happening with actors,
Yeah, that
and
was
people
good.
thought you looked at people and thought, oh, this character actually might die, and like whereas in the prequels, action sequences just looked like screensavers. Like it was just like what nonsense.
I liked
is
right
going
off
on?
the front foot that you saw stormtroopers because
Yeah,
they fought
and
on.
they
You
were
saw the
evil.
stormtroopers
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
individuals. You
Oh,
saw
yeah,
them, right?
yeah.
They were very individual.
I really
And
that
just the
shot
fact
where
that fucking the weapons were,
yeah, the stormtrooper
strong,
came in with the
like,
flamethrower,
yeah.
thrower, and it was like it looked like
But they seemed like they could do damage,
Gestapo
their
or
weapons.
something.
It wasn't just like...
It looks great, but functionally, I don't see how that thing is going to be very effective.
We meet our bad guy, who is a Sith, who is obsessed with Darth Vader. We don't know at this point, but there's a good sequence. It's a strong introduction to the character.
to show
he
he's
looks good.
powerful and stuff.
I mean, he's very much like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Part of me did think I've seen sort of better realized Sith in computer games and comics. But,
Yeah.
I think Darth Maul is a better Sith than Kylo Ren. I just think he's further away from Darth Vader. I mean, he might not have the character, but as a symbol when he walks in the thing, like at the moment you just think,
Yeah,
oh, he's kind of a Darth Vader tribute act.
There
Yeah, whereas Darth Maul is like, whoa, that's an interesting design.
They're not trying to disguise that, though, are they? It's woven massively into the plot.
No, but it is. But I just think, would it have been better if they'd have gone a little bit more?
How about if he just didn't have the mask?
Maybe would have been better.
Because you still wouldn't have known anything about him.
No.
No.
He was actually that was one of the parts I liked most about the film. I like that character.
No, he's good. No, I think that Poe guy gets captured, and then we meet this stormtrooper, this disenfranchised stormtrooper, which is a great idea, I think.
Yeah.
And then I guess, if I'm right, we're then on the desert planet.
Yeah, we're with
We're with the
female
scavenger
protagonist. Yeah.
The Keira Knightley part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think probably a lot better than Keira Knightley, to be honest.
Yeah, but if that film was made 10 years ago, it would have been Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
She's almost
the
double.
same teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we may as well just talk about those two actors quickly, because they're the new characters, and they're quite different from what we've seen in previous Star Wars films as well, both of them.
I think him more so.
Yeah.
I think. Just because of where he's come from.
It was really good casting.
Yeah.
Like, we'd not really seen them in it. I'd not really seen them in
Likeable.
any before. Yeah, both likable. They both had a good rapport on screen. I thought she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
really
totally.
good. And it wasn't, which I kind of really don't like, when they have to concentrate on the fact that she's that when they do cast a female in a main role, that she's a girl, but she's a girl. Like, and I'm not really into that. It just seems really kind of old-fashioned to me.
Yeah, and I really liked with the young gentleman. I really liked that he.
Gentleman.
Yeah, I don't know his name. Finn. Sorry, I don't know his real name. I was going to say the actor.
Very
but I
formal.
liked that he was. He didn't take himself too seriously as a character. You get young men casting those roles, and they want to be very brooding and very.
Yeah.
There were a lot of jokes in there which worked.
Yeah.
Which were fun.
But he has an intensity, and you believed it.
And he
all.
did, and then he did have it. But
Which
it
makes him
wasn't.
more
It
real.
wasn't all that. It wasn't all brooding intensity.
Yeah, both of them. Great, from my opinion.
I know who I am. Clarke Cable.
I'm Clarke Cable.
You're not Clarke Cable.
Clarke Cable.
And let's bring it on to what, for me, was one of the highlights of the whole bloody show. This little robot here.
Oh my God. He was good.
I bloody love this guy.
Yeah. What wasn't to love, really?
He reminded me of a great dog. And I tell you what, Sport, you really had me going. Like, I think the fact that he was real as well helped sell it, because I don't know how much of it was actually real, but they made a real circle.
Well, he
Right.
works. Yeah.
He worked.
Yeah, this
yeah.
works. When the batteries are on.
I felt like I could understand him as well.
It was a bit like Wall-E. I thought.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I got that from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't get the Wall-E?
No?
I didn't ever think about Wall-E.
I've thought about at least
Well,
twice.
about R2-D2 a little bit, but he had
Yeah,
a
of course.
bit more going on with humans, this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked him.
I liked him. I thought he was
Every time he came on the screen, I was like,
solid
oh, good, the
performance.
little ball's back.
He's back again.
What was he?
What's he up to, this little guy? Yeah. And a character arc, he didn't need it.
Continue.
What? Here he comes. Here's the big guys.
Yep.
Han Solo and Chewbacca.
And he looked good as well. He didn't look...
He looked good.
He does.
I've seen Harrison Ford in some films lately where he looks his age. He looks...
Clear and present danger.
Air Force One.
I've seen some recent Harrison Ford films where he looks his age, and he looked really good. He looked really good for this one. Yeah. And
I don't know why he
it was
concentrated
great
on
to
his
see.
looks, Liam, because his performance was excellent.
It was excellent.
He was
It was.
good.
He, for me, was holding together a lot of pretty bad dialogue as well.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
I even thought,
yeah.
you know, it was one of the lines from the trailer where he was going like,
It's true.
"It's true, all of it." And when you saw it in the trailer, it was great. And then in the film, he was
more
talking
to
about
it.
the
There
Jedi's,
was
and it was
more
kind of
to it,
like,
yeah.
how is he gonna deliver this and not sound crap? Because it didn't sound like a thing
Okay.
that Han Solo would say. That character that I knew from the original trilogies, but he just managed to pull it off in a kind of Ian McKellen way, where you just have to get under the line and do something else with it. But yeah, I thought he was brilliant, and even the stuff with him and Chewie still works.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah.
You bought that
Chewie
friendship.
was-
They still had
Even
been
more so, I think, than I think
maybe,
maybe because of what we'd seen in the previous trilogy. This time around, we know that these guys have been places and they've been around for a long time, and they really sold that.
And even the little smuggling stuff. I mean, it's a bit throwaway and a bit kind of comic booky. When the smugglers come and sort of try
So
and
the
get
guys
stuff.
that he owes money to.
Yeah, they're still
like
at
that. I mean,
it.
it was a bit like, but there was enough nice little character moments that it kind of you went along for the ride. So at this point, Han Solo and Chewie are on board. They're on board for the adventure, and we find ourselves as an audience back at an old Western-style bar. There was a strange mix of. We had the really old-style 70s classic Star Wars members around with old-style makeup and stuff. And it was like, I just don't know who cares that... Who is like, oh, that's great, but where's the CGI? Like, why is that not enough? Because then all of a sudden we're introduced to this... I'll call her a character because... Technically, she was one, but okay, I would say so. Gollum maybe, perhaps, is still the sort of go-to.
It's
definitely.
That, like they've not really got past characterization in that way. Like especially in the Hobbit trilogy, in that scene, like why have they got this sort of puffy sort of face to him? Like what is that, Liam? what are they doing?
Maybe they hope.
Why do they keep doing this to me?
Maybe they hope it makes them more likable.
Oh, okay.
Just it has a very endearing,
puffy old
big eyes.
Make it a face mask, or just have a human character and make him yellow.
I just thought that. Why was this not the actress?
Exactly.
As soon
She's
as
a good
that
actress.
character
And she would have looked good in that environment. He dressed her as a pirate or something. She would have been great.
It
was
was
a pirate.
It was the Dress her as a pirate.
Dress her as a pirate. She would have looked cool.
Okay, but there was one strong bit with her. I thought, anyway, dramatically, and I kind of thought you could have just cut it all out and just had that bit. And it was there was a moment where she like kind of climbed on the table and looked at the
when she was working
Ray,
out whether Finn was.
Finn's eye. She looked Finn in the eyes.
She knew that Finn was hiding something.
But there was some moment, and I remember thinking like, that was the scene, and like the stuff with Han Solo, where they're like, Han Solo. It just reminded me of like, Obi-Wan!
Yeah, I just didn't buy what, Dax?
Yeah, Dax.
Yeah.
My favourite
buy
ever. That's the standard we set for CGI characters, Dax. I just think if you can get, if we've had Dax, why are we still messing around with Gollum? Peter Jackson, have you not seen Dax?
Oh, buddy.
And then all of a sudden we got Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. I was like, why? Why is it in a box? Like, what? It could have been. It's going to have been a really exciting kind of sequence, and when we fight, well, what is this? What is this, Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, okay, so it's not that she's just like, well, that's actually Luke's old...
Yeah, like you would have said to her, what the...
We just keep it over there.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah, because...
Why have you kept Luke Skywalker's lightsaber in a wooden box? Like,
yeah, that was a bad prop.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That does not fit in Star Wars,
No.
like, that wooden box.
Yeah.
What
No,
the
but why did she have it? And it was like...
lot
I
of
was
issues
thinking,
with
like,
that
why
box.
did she... why do you have that? But I don't care enough about
that's
you or
it.
your character to
I
actually
could
find
probably
out
just-
why. I don't want the
yeah,
screen
you're a
time.
hologram.
Cut it by 10 minutes and don't tell me. Get on with it. Yeah, because
He's at that
it's
age,
like
so-
it's like I always say, if you've got weird kids, you've got to work with what you've got. You know he's never going to be. You're a gardener, aren't you, Jerry? You're an outdoorsy type. Rugged kind of man's
I
man.
spend most of my time outdoors in the garden. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of why you're here, actually, Jerry. You've got some boxes in your garden, and I would like you to tell me about them. I think.
Well, one of my main hobbies is I keep bees. It's something.
So you're admitting it.
Well, yeah. It's something that the men in my family have done for many years. My father.
You're admitting it. Wow, a history of slavery.
Slavery.
Yeah, Jerry, slavery. You're keeping insects, bees, in your garden and profiting from the honey that you are collecting in some sort of armor, Jerry. What is wrong with you?
Armor. Now, I wear the correct attire that a beekeeper would wear for his own.
Jerry, really? We've all seen this now. He's just admitted to it. He keeps bees in his garden in boxes.
This is a practice that's been done for years.
Practice.
There's nothing new.
He even sounds like a slave owner. It's like that film, 12 Years in Slavery.
Look, excuse me, mate. Okay, you're the one who invited me onto.
I shan't
don't even know what this
excuse
is.
you.
What?
I shan't excuse you, Jerry. I would never excuse slavery.
What are you talking about? This is.
But spit it out, Jerry.
You're
What
a
is
wanker.
it? Oh, thank you.
You're a
that's
wanker.
Okay, now he's swearing. Great. That, my friend, is what you call a bee sting. Get out of there, Jerry. Swearing. Typical.
No, she's being followed by the Sith who comes down.
Yeah.
In a
Kylo
separate
Ren,
battle. Because then, I can't even remember, how does he get the lightsaber? But regardless, he's good with a lightsaber. And it looked heavy.
Yeah.
Like, that was good to watch.
Yeah. All the lightsaber stuff, I think, you can just say throughout the movie was a really good amalgamation of the sort of the
Alec
Guinness like brilliant acting. The lines are delivered perfectly, but I'm just doing this. I'm just moving my shoulders about, guys. And then to the sort of like spinny, swirly, stupid, sort of not Phantom Menace, because I actually think this fight and that's the lightsaber duels in that are actually decent.
Oh yeah,
they're good.
yeah,
But like
yeah.
the one
One
in
of
the
the
end of
better
that,
things about it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's probably the
whereas,
best part of the
by
film.
the end of it, where they're swinging around on Crash Bandicoot platforms or whatever. Get on with it.
They are attacked.
Yeah.
And then
Then the Alliance comes in.
the Alliance come in.
That's it.
The Alliance
Yeah.
men. And,
Poe comes back.
Then you got
Poe
Poe,
comes back,
who I
yeah.
never thought for 1 second was dead.
We knew wasn't dead,
Is
but
this
then also
when
we
see
never
the fat
see.
guy from Heroes?
Yes,
That was good.
That was after,
good.
yeah.
Parkman.
Yeah.
We do see the fat
And we
guy
saw
from
we
Heroes,
saw some J.J. Abrams alumni.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
they're in
saw
there.
the East Asian guy
Yeah.
from Lost,
From Lost, who I also
is
know.
that who
who's
it
now got
was?
grey hair.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
he looks
What,
alright,
is it?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Park from Heroes die?
No idea.
I think it is the
I
same
think he
guy.
died. Okay, and then Princess Leia comes to the rescue. She's back.
I'm glad that they managed to like wrap her in several bin bags. Her costumes were absolutely terrible.
Okay, this is what I thought, and this bugged me. What has J.J. Abrams got against age? Because sure, she doesn't look like she did in 1977.
I'm not expecting that. It's just
no,
that
but they CGI'd her face.
is that what it was?
Definitely. It was
Okay.
the same thing that they did in X-Men 3.
Yeah, but that was
with,
flawless,
Ian
so
McKellen
look-
and Patrick Stewart. I would say, without a doubt, they gave her a CGI facelift because it just looked weird. And then when she was against Harrison Ford, who
had like
who was
old
just
nails hanging from his face and
yeah,
stuff.
but it looked fine. He's
No,
old.
he looked
She's
looked
old.
great,
Who
yeah.
cares? Like, they don't do it with an old puppy.
I felt she was one of the weaker parts of the movie for me.
Yeah.
Overall,
I don't think it needed her.
she had
really.
Yeah, because
I think it had to have her.
Her purpose really was to be Kylo Ren's mother and to then sort of have the conversation with Han Solo that he needed to go to confront his son.
Will we get some better now? Again, this is me as not as a true fan. Maybe I missed something, but
What are you on about,
was there a reason to?
Bourne films, yeah.
Yeah. Was there a reason that after they had their son, that they broke up that we know about, or
yeah,
do
he
we
was
not?
putting
Were
it
they
about-
just?
Han Solo was still putting it about behind
Han
her
Solo
back. So.
was banging huts.
I didn't know they let bad girls into these things.
So he was their son. So he's really Kylo Ren is an equivalent of he was an angry teenager, a bit of he was the equivalent of a goth.
That's
and went to the
basically how he
dark
played
side.
it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know what he
was just
probably did? Blasted wombats in his space racer, whatever they said in the first one.
Good reference, man.
Yeah, you brought
The rebels come in and save everyone on that planet. So then the Sith flees and goes to his new Death Star, whatever that is. I didn't really understand what that. I didn't care about that
No.
new Death Star. It just
That was stupid.
what that it
That
sucked the
thing.
power out of the
Sucked
sun.
and
yeah.
then blew it. And it was a big Death Star that was a space.
Yeah.
That was a planet and stuff. I really thought like, and the pace did start to pick up. I can't
Yeah,
really
no, I was
remember what
back in
happened,
after
but-
the-
I was
Yeah,
back
like,
in. I was
once
back in
it-
at that
yeah.
point.
But it was still stupid, and I did not
Okay.
like the casting of the Death Star.
Yeah.
It's just like,
What,
oh,
so
these
you
British
didn't
guys will
like what
do.
was his name? Domhnall Gleeson.
Domhnall Gleeson. I didn't mind Domhnall
I didn't think it was.
Gleeson.
I just
liked
thought he
Domhnall
was.
Gleeson.
I just think when you have some people have the presence of Peter Cushing,
Yeah, but
and some people don't.
he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't dry enough.
I just think he just went a bit over the top.
So where are we then? So at this point,
I don't know. I'm talking
she's
about
been taken.
Yeah.
We're going in.
okay.
The final third.
Yeah,
we're setting
okay.
it
The
up.
Force Awakens, and it did.
Our man Finn says he can do something which he can't, but he's going to go and save her.
Yeah, he
says he knows how to do
He
something,
knows how to destroy their super weapon that
Okay,
sucks the
and
sun.
but the important scene, like the big sort of, it's the big twist that kind of changed the film again, was when Kylo Ren was trying to get Rey's information out of her,
and she
brain.
resisted.
And she resisted,
And
and
she
she's
found
learning
the
her
Force
She's learning her
through
role
that,
power
and that
there.
was
She's learning
good
the
because
Force,
it was that's how it was awakened, isn't it? It was through the dark side trying to, and through necessity, through sheer will, and it was again acted brilliantly by those two actors.
Yeah,
in that scene.
I was happy to see-
That was a very strong scene, actually. It was a
Happy
very
to
strong
see
scene.
Parkman from Heroes and Admiral Akbar slugging it out.
Yeah, Admiral Akbar.
Without talking to each other,
Not seen that guy in a lot of films since. So I was happy that guy got some work because he just I think he might.
He had to get back into shape though. I think that was
he might have been
contractual.
in Die Hard with a Vengeance.
He was due. He was due something though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was due something.
He's
from
due a
that point.
Tarantino comeback, I think.
Yeah.
Where are we? We're now off. She escapes
She
whatever his ship
she does
is.
she has
she's got the
these out of the
Force.
drawers you're looking for moment.
He goes off to speak to Andy Serkis again. Hi, Andy. Andy, she's got the Force. It's not going well. Well, why? Who's this? It's Kylo Ren. Well, get back in there, mate. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's basically what he did.
Yeah, that scene was basically that. And then, obviously, Andy Serkis was right. She'd bloody gone.
She up and left.
She did a thing, and that scene... I mean, that was... Okay, because I'm only bringing it up.
That seemed to come very natural to her as well.
No, but I just thought it was a bit too...
Yeah, like how did she she just knew?
Like you're these aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yeah, she just knew like that was like that.
And then and in the cinema, people were lapping it up behind us.
C-3PO had come back at this point as well and tried to steal the limelight from our little man there, and really just came in just throwing like a drama queen.
Did he?
Just loving it, and I'm back.
Yeah. It was like...
What was it?
It was like Screech being back on Saved by the Bell News Class.
Yeah.
You just thought, grow up, man.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had a red arm for some reason.
Yeah.
And he made reference to
That was
it like,
fine,
like
though. I
we
didn't
should.
mind that.
I didn't care.
But he made reference to it like we should
Is
all.
that so they could get new toys? They were like, it's not the new one because it's red.
Well, he made reference to it like we should all know and care, and I didn't. I didn't.
Maybe it was a webisode.
You know, I'm surprised you haven't been blown out of the sky by now, maniac. By friendly fire.
This little guy, who's a good character, and they besmirched him. Like, again, it was when they said some stupid line that was straight out of the prequels. It was like, he's been in low power mode since Luke's been gone or something.
That's almost exactly the line.
That was it.
And I was like, low power mode. Stick your midichlorians up your ass. Like, I don't know, things like that. I just thought, well, can't he have just gone with Luke?
I thought he had. When
it would have been much
you got her vision,
with his
and
hand
Luke
on
was in that blizzard with R2-D2 with him, I thought, great, he should be there.
And we've got this guy now.
Yeah, we
Let
like
him
that
have
guy.
his own
Yeah,
space.
we like that guy.
Yeah. Let's just go straight up into the big climatic, the real big moment of the film. You know what we're talking about.
Okay, so this was...
When Chewie sets off the detonator. No.
This is just before Chewie sets off the detonator, and Han Solo goes to,
confront his son, who's called Ben.
Say his piece with rhymes. This is where it hit its peak A New Hope moment. This was just the Ben Kenobi.
Yeah, did you think he was going to die?
Yeah, that was...
as soon as he got on the bridge, I thought...
I knew right off the bat he was going to die. This was the Ben Kenobi moment, the watching and...
Okay. This is the one moment when he needed to be more Han Solo than ever and abandon his son.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which apparently he had done his whole life.
As well.
Yeah, if it had just been, just like,
I didn't think
this.
it... I saw it coming and I was just thought, this doesn't feel right.
I thought this.
Right.
That isn't how Han Solo dies in my head.
No.
Still,
No.
I get he had to die, and it was, but I saw it coming a mile off. I
Why
knew
didn't
that this
he
was...
double cross him, man? Han Solo shoots first, man.
I think there was probably a lot of regret in his heart. Maybe he felt his son ended up this way because of him.
But
and he let it happen.
Yeah,
he
doesn't care because he's Han Solo, so he knows.
He's banging the huts, bro.
It's really not a good time to talk.
It was a strong scene. And that one shot of Kylo Ren up the sort of boardwalk, whatever you want to call it.
When his mask came off, it was
a very strong scene. Yeah. It was a very good scene, and
he
emotionally
acted it,
played out very well.
And
liked that scene.
Harrison Ford, some of the best acting you've seen from him
Very stoic,
in years. Yeah.
Very stoic, simplistic man face
And
acting.
it also made me think, oh, that's why he agreed to do it.
Yeah.
Because he was going to die.
He finally gets that because he wanted that to happen.
And he
with
just
Return of
wants
the Jedi,
everyone
didn't
to leave him alone. Stop asking him questions about...
35 years later.
Yeah, stop. No, I'm being dead.
Get the fuck out of my house.
We're just on the sort of the end of the film at this point. You get a really good lightsaber duel.
Yeah, it's good. Between
Which
the three
to me
characters.
it wasn't all the New Hope moments were throughout this film, but with that lightsaber duel, that really reminded me of Episode 1. The lightsaber duel in Episode 1, only Finn didn't die.
It had a lot more.
Finn was put to one side, and she waited, and then she came, and
I like,
I would
and
say
it was
it
much
was
more
less ballet,
physical.
less
People were
ballet,
getting
a bit
hurt
more
throughout,
kind of-
weren't they?
yeah.
He'd fucked up his leg, and something else had happened to
No,
Finn.
there was again. It felt like things were at stake. It felt
burned
like
his
real
shoulder.
people.
Yeah.
Like there's points where there's just people trying to outstrength each other, and like so it wasn't just who can do the fastest lightsaber moves. It wasn't ballet like the.
And I think he knew at that point as well that he couldn't beat her as well. He kind of.
You're talking characters now.
Yeah, sorry, we're talking characters. Yeah, he said, "Was it? Come and join me. I'll show you the ways of the Force."
Yeah, exactly.
Or I'll
And
show
that was
you-
good because you've never
Yeah.
seen a kind of crap Sith, and he is a crap Sith.
He is crap.
Yeah, because he can't defeat anyone. Really, he's not very powerful.
He's too emotional.
His
he's a
cousin, maybe. Do you think she is? Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably Luke Skywalker's daughter, I think.
As good as he was in the film, I think we've kind of come to the conclusion that he is just an angry
No, he's a
teenage
crap
goth.
Sith. Yeah, and
he's
good.
just a goth
It's good.
who's
It's a
angry
good
and rebelling
trait.
against his
He's terrible.
parents.
And the only reason he was able to kill Han Solo is because he's gone senile. So in the middle of the duel, when she's kind of started to fight back, you then...
Oh, so the planet's falling to pieces.
Yeah, and you have them either side of a kind of
crust is
chasm.
moving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it looked really good.
Yeah, that was good.
And seeing lightsabers in the snow was always something I thought, when you're a kid and you're thinking like, oh, the Clone Wars. And you think of all these different places.
Yeah, and what would it be like shoving a lightsaber into the ground and you see that?
Or just like rainy, sort of like trench warfare, but with lightsabers. That's what you always thought. Then it turned out it was, I don't know, a CGI ghost.
That's right.
Yeah, a blob of jelly talking to someone in a 50s diner. And, and then and then it went to the ships and all that, and you were like, oh, okay. I may as well be playing the N64 version of Rogue Squadron at the moment because we're just doing the trench run again.
We're done here.
Yeah, we've done this before, mate.
It's what you're always holding out for, though, in those games.
Yeah, I've done the trench run. I did it in 2D. I've done it in 3D. I've done it on every generation of console. I've done it on PC, 386. I've done it on a modern PC.
GameCube.
I'm done. Yeah. I don't need to see the trench run again, for God's sake. Because it's not just the Star Wars films that it's ripped off in it. But boy, did they do it well.
But boy, did they do this trench run well.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yo! You're all clear, kid!
So we're in Ireland on a
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking now of Scotland somewhere.
Well, our friend.
I really wanted to see Luke Skywalker.
Hamill looks good.
Hamill looks fucking amazing.
He looked very war-torn when we'd seen him, like he'd looked like he'd been
a
through the
walrus.
ringer.
But a good one.
I thought when she was climbing the stairs, he's going to have some kind of like
trap.
Ewok.
Yeah.
Smiling dog.
What's he been doing on
something.
that hill? Yeah, what's he been doing on that hill all that time? He's just been
wanking.
sat there writing poetry. Writing poetry, and has he gone soft? That's my worry. Has Skywalker gone soft? Because he looked quite rugged and tough, but
you don't know with Skywalkers, because if he's gone back to his old days when he's drinking blue milk again.
What the fuck does that mean? What, back on Tatooine?
Yeah. He was a
He was a moisture farmer. I reckon he gets a lot.
Cow he was in those days. Who cares about Luke Skywalker?
That scene went from intense to hammy to intense. Like, they held that stare for a long time, a very long time. and they lost it for a minute, and then they brought it back.
Yeah.
Almost, you know.
Yeah.
No, they did bring it back.
Yeah.
I didn't think
it was the
that
end
great.
of the film. I was just thought they're hamming it up. They're setting it up. Okay, so we're at the end of the film. If you're looking back at the cast, I mean, I would say it's probably its strongest point. Just up against the prequels, especially. Like really good performances. They found great actors, new actors to play the part.
They didn't have Dax though. In this
Dax
one.
was a real. I thought we might see old Dax, but let's leave Dax because it's a sore subject. I did think that the Nazis on the snow planet were a little bit hammy for my liking, and it kind of undermined their threat in a way. If you think of the 70s ones, you've got Peter Cushing going like, "On Blurber Planet," and then you've got
he's just
people just coming in and going. Darth Vader, have you seen?
Yeah, they know nothing.
Yeah,
the actors obviously
it's
just
like
were just
guys
like, okay,
who were
this
bored
is
on a dead
this today.
Yeah, it's just like actors. And then this time it was all like, we must. It was like it felt more like crap Shakespeare or something like that. It was just hammy. I just thought there was too much in it. Like they were trying to be too evil. I just thought that's not how evil works. It's it was so kind of dull and grey. The Empire in the old one, that was part of the 70s kind of dinginess to it was what made it so unattractive. And in this one, it just seemed a bit hammy and a bit like, we are the bad guys. No, just me.
I think I just like Dom Gleeson.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They would have been good. Christopher Plummer.
Yeah. I think maybe Chris Isaacs might have been good.
I tell you what, pal, you look grubby. There's no way I'd be seen dead with that hair. Yeah? Well, your shirt is creased and obviously out of a box.
It's brand new today, thank you very much, Clarke Cable.
Steve, can you throw him out, please?
Steve, stay where you are. Hi, welcome to the new part of the show, Cable Car to Solution. These guys got beef. These guys got beef. We're gonna solve this problem. Shoot, guys, keep it loose. Keep it fiery.
I don't know what to start with. I'm crying already.
He's crying. Sounds serious.
Neville, cycling around at 5 in this morning, he killed that cat!
Okay,
It's a member of the family.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't really thinking it would be these kinds of problems, because we can't really solve a dead cat. What do you do?
I was just riding around really fast. I had a cone of chips in one hand.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was picking at them. I shouldn't have been driving with or riding with one hand.
So you're saying that you did it now?
No,
You're admitting that you did it now?
Listen, mate, Clarke. It was a big mistake on my part, right?
That's big.
I was a bit drunk, right? And I was eating chips while I was riding a bike, and the cat just got caught up. He just wanted a chip.
Guys, how do you respond? These things do happen.
If I could just interject for a second.
You can.
The things, I wasn't particularly that close to the cat, and truth be told, am I going to miss the cat?
Liar.
No, but it's not the point.
Okay.
This boy loved that cat. Yeah. And Neville, you really should have taken more responsibility. Chips and cycling do not go together.
No, chips and cycling.
Do
you know what? I'm
going to surprise you, and I know this might seem a little heartless. They go together fucking fantastically.
No, I would say safety-wise, greasy food on handles, not good. You slip off the brake.
That's true, Clarke.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you had a BAP.
Okay, but this isn't the first time.
I think that's
so the chip, but the taste of the chip while you're going at such a speed.
This isn't the first time it happened.
It sounds like it could.
This isn't the first time that he's had problems with cycling and causing trouble. He tries to feed the cat.
Okay, more things, not just a cat.
I used to have a Harley, Clarke, right?
Did you?
I used to ride around, and it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and
I felt free.
That's cool.
And Clive, we banned him from using the Harley because of all the problems that he was causing in the neighbourhood.
Okay, earlier problems, once solved, looks good for the future. We agree to not kill more cats?
Like, really didn't mean to kill a cat. And I picked
It's
it
a
up.
mistake.
And I buried the cat straight away as well. They didn't like that. I buried it straight away because I thought I was being respectful, and they said I was being disrespectful. I should have given it.
It's a funny subject. I mean, people get really weird when you mess with the bodies of
Mr.
their
Cable,
pets.
Mr. Cable, he wouldn't even tell us where he buried the cat. It's not. He was trying to hide. that
Okay,
he'd done that. He was trying
location of cat problem, but a solvable one at that. Where is the cat?
They're twisting this because, as I
No,
said,
but where is the cat?
I
Let's just
don't
get
know
there.
because I was drunk, but it's in one of the guys. It's really not
He
that
was
hard
drunk,
to find.
so he doesn't know.
No, but I said it's in 3 possible places. They won't let me search in their garden because I went into their garden and I buried it in the garden out of respect.
Well, that's
The problem
just
is
a
they've got
job
a
you
little
don't
bit,
have to
but
do.
they've got a little vegetable garden, so
just
they've got like a
made
little
that
potato area. I'm just like, if you let me have a look for it, I'll dig a few
This
holes.
is the
I'll find
first
the cat.
we've heard
and
of
I'll
that.
be-
I would say
He has never said that.
He's not said that at all.
Well, I didn't say it, but I was gonna. I wrote it and then left it on a note that I posted through.
Okay, so
Not acceptable behaviour, Neville.
maybe not.
You know that.
Maybe not.
Come on.
Maybe,
But I would say,
maybe I'm just a bad guy. Maybe I'm just a bad guy. All right.
bad guy, good guy, bad
Are they
guy.
good guy? Clark, you decide, man. You don't need
Okay,
some
I will.
purgatory.
Good
I
guy
will.
or bad guy, he's got to stop enticing animals with food from his push bike. You can't
Bad guy.
tie things to your bike. and-
no, the
that's
cat-
a bad guy. Good guy, bad guy.
Fucking awful guy.
The cat followed me with the chips. I didn't actually do anything.
Okay,
with-
let's
to entice
agree.
the cat.
Okay, let's solve this problem right now. No killing cats. And if you do, maybe, don't bury them. Bring them, and we'll all bury them. And then, so we're banning burying cats.
How about this?
Clive, can we please just ask him where the cat is again,
I've asked him,
please?
he was
Just
drunk.
tell us where
He
the
was
cat
drunk.
is.
Guys, you were nice. You were nice to me when I moved in like a few months ago.
Why wouldn't we
And
be?
what can I just say? What about we all have a funeral?
With that.
I don't.
I can't do this.
I don't mind doing I mean, Blade could play a song.
Are you good at writing speeches?
I'm really good
I mean,
at writing
I-
speeches.
Then you could
that
do the
would-
speech.
Okay, problem solved. I will host the greatest funeral a cat has ever seen. Okay, we're back with our verdict on this millennium's new Star Wars sequel. Wow! Okay, John, what are you giving it? Do you need to hear the things again? I'll give it to the audience anyway. Number 1 is Out for a Duck. Number 2, Leg By. Number 3, Reverse Sweep. Number 4, Boundary. And number 5, of course, is a 6. John, what are you giving Star Wars The Force Awakens, Episode 7?
It's going to be a boundary, I'd say.
Okay.
Very good. Yeah.
The more I talk about it, the less I like it. But I think coming out of the cinema, I'm going to stick with my gut reaction. And I'm also going to say a boundary for this one.
It's not high art and it's not a great blockbuster like The Bourne Ultimatum is, but I'm going to go boundary as well.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
So, very easy to sum up this film. Collectively, Clarke Cable Film Review Report has given Star Wars The Force Awakens a boundary. Thank you, and thank you for joining us. Happy Life Day, Merry Bloody Christmas. Blade, play us out.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Saviour's birth.
No, not in the air like that. What's going on?
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Saviour's birth.
Oh, no, please. The sound of babies crying. It goes
Fall
right
on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voice.
No, okay, Jesus, this night is just going on and on. We had shepherds, kings stand up, one bit of gold between them. And someone's put perfume on a child. No. No, no, no. They put perfume on a child and they're meant to be royalty. What a kind of example. You, my friend, have got a tough life coming. What's going on?